Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to be proud of.
Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
Good evening. I'm tardy and I don't have an excuse. So I do apologize. I don't have an excuse. I'm just tardy. So I haven't watched this. The girls are wanting me to watch. I didn't upload yesterday because I didn't go live yesterday because I had to watch Love Island. I'm obsessed. Is anyone else obsessed? I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. Thank you for the compliments. I am so obsessed with Love Island. Y'all, I haven't been this obsessed with a reality TV show in a while. Like, in a while. We have so much to talk about. So, is there going to... This is what I'm trying to figure out. Is there going to be like a... Because I think I'm all caught up. Episode 18. Is there going to be another episode this week? Because if there's not, I'm like, let me go ahead and do my video. Is there another episode this week? Or are they taking a week off? Let me know. Because I have so much to say. I know, obsessed and pissed. Yeah, obsessed and pissed. Oh, they have another one tonight? Okay. So, perfect then. Then I'll save my review tomorrow. Ooh, another one tonight. Listen, I feel spoiled because you got to understand when I was behind. I was 16 episodes behind. And I'm all caught up. So that's how good it is. It's so good, y'all. I'm like trying to get my younger brother to watch it. So because he reminds me of Jeremiah. I'm like, you need to watch that. And so I want him to watch it so we can talk about it. Because he reminds me of Jeremiah. I'm like, you need to watch this so you can see yourself. Because he doesn't understand how good looking he is. Like he grew up kind of like nerdy and like kind of outcasted, and I just need him to see Jeremiah because I feel like that's the situation with Jeremiah. Like, I don't think Jeremiah understands how attractive he is. Like, I know he's a model and everything, but I don't think it's like clicking. I don't think it's connecting the dot. I don't think he's connecting the dots. Like the way he's responding to how he was betrayed, he's just not expecting that. But I'm like, sir, you're a big threat. Like, you're the biggest threat in the house. Why are you shocked? You're attractive. You can have pick of the litter in the house. Why are we acting? So it's like, you could tell he doesn't, you could just tell he doesn't get it. So I'm going to definitely talk about that next. That will be my next video. But let's get into this video. So the situation with Zaria and the Frenchman is that they have people coming out clearing things up. I don't want to say like they're speaking on their behalf. They're coming online clearing things up because, of course, social media just creates assumptions and rumors. And I'm a part of that culture. Not going to lie. I'm a part of that culture as well. And so people are coming out clearing things up about the situation. So one of the people that spoke out, so y'all remember the situation, the whole reason people are alleging on social media that Zarya was unalive that night was because she revealed a major secret about the Frenchman. And so the cousin of his best friend that he betrayed and crossed, the one where he attended the funeral, the cousin of that best friend has decided to speak out on social media to clear up things because they were accusing the Frenchman of being down low and having secret relations with her cousin who is no longer with us. So he can't come on social media and clear that whole DL rumor up. So she decided to come on social media and do that. So let's see what she has to say, because she's giving us the breakdown. Udi is her name, is the cousin's name that everyone was talking about. So that's who she's speaking. That's who she's speaking on the behalf of. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull up the screen. Hold on. Let me fix my color because I'm extra. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Let's go with that. Okay. Let's see what she has to say.
So first of all, I just want to say this to my auntie because I know you're going to be very upset at me. But I had to say something. I know everybody in the family is asking me, let it go, let it go, let it go.
Hold on, what happened? Hold on. What happened? Because I'm like, I downloaded the footage. So hold on, let's see. And I had to re-upload it because I had to turn up the volume. Okay, let's try this again.
So first of all, I just want to say this to my auntie because I know you're going to be very upset at me. But I had to say something. I know everybody in the family is asking me, let it go, let it go, let it go. And I tried. I really did. I know online y'all know them as Frenchman and Duchess. But to me, I know them as Shamarcus and Zaria. With that being said, I want to clear a few things up about my cousin. Because at the end of the day, it needs to be said. All I keep hearing online is Odie this, Odie this, Odie this, Odie this, Odie this. Let's clear something up. First of all, my cousin's name is not Odie. It's Obi. Okay? Let's start there.
I'm sorry.
Secondly, y'all paint this narrative as if it was some type of down low situation going on. And what I want to let y'all know is, first of all, Obi got bitches, okay? I'm going to just say that. He was not a part of the community. This is not no DL situation. I also want to say this because the narrative that's being painted is not right. First of all, my cousin is deceased. So rest in peace to him. But I want y'all to understand a few things about our family. We got some serious steppers over here. And when I say steppers, I'm not talking about the stuff y'all see on the internet where they posting up. No, I mean, we got them real gangsters that move in silence, okay? Everybody's sitting here trying to figure out, why did Shamarcus do what he did? Well, let me explain to you.
This is what I don't understand about, like, black women coming online speaking for a man, and you know, it's like you be with him all the time, every day. You know about his whereabouts. Like, that's crazy to me. To clear up a down low rumor is like insane. Am I the only one that thinks that's insane? Because that defeats the whole purpose of a person being DL. I'm not saying he is, but it's just like, I wouldn't be able to speak on it because I don't know. The only thing I would be able to say is, according to his family, he was not. That's, I would have worded it like that, but to say he wasn't and to sound so sure when you don't really know is insane. But to speak on his character and his behalf, I mean, yeah, they have every right to do that, but we don't know. And then it's not a good look if he was running with a bunch of women, because typically men who are down low, that's what they do to cover up the fact that they down low. So that's why I'm like, it would have been best just not to say nothing. I wouldn't have said nothing. And if I felt like I needed to defend his image or his name, then I just would have spoke on my relationship with him. But that's it. I can't speak for his whereabouts. Hell, I can't speak for my own brother's whereabouts and what they be doing and stuff. Like, I can't. I don't know what they be up to. They don't know what I be up to. So they don't know. You don't know until you know. So, very strange.
Why? Because there's a couple things y'all need to know. First of all, Shamarcus knew that he wasn't going to make it 24 hours. Let's start. He wasn't gonna make it 24 hours. He wasn't.
That was clear, yeah.
So it was better for him to do what he did to himself before somebody else did something to him. Let's start right there.
Did I not say that? Did I not say that? Did I not say that? I didn't say, did I not say that he didn't take his own life because he was guilty of what he did to Zaria? I said he took his own life because he knew that he was, like, people were going to come after him because of what she exposed on social media. So people are trying to make it seem like, oh, he took his life because he felt guilty of what he did. I'm like, no, he took his life because he knew he didn't have nowhere to run to. If he went to prison, they were going to get him. If he stayed around, they were going to find him. And so living in that fear probably got the best of him. And so he just probably thought the best thing that he could do was just take his life. Unfortunately.
Okay. Secondly, everybody's painting this picture as if he pew Zaria, or if he Zarya, and that wasn't the case. What happened is that boy put hands and feet on that girl, and this wasn't something new. He always put hands and feet on that girl. Okay, head, shoulder, knees, and toes on that girl. Let's be honest. This time stuff went a little bit too far. It happens. It went a little bit too far. Rest in peace to both of them. Okay? Because it's never right to put your hands on a female. Let's start there.
Oh, God.
He put hands and feet on this girl so bad that she was unconscious. Now, personally, I feel like she could have made it had she got the medical attention that she needed. But she laid there for an hour and a half. An hour and a half before police had even arrived. Make that make sense? If he really cared about her, you know what he would have did? He'd have picked up the phone and called the ambulance. But he didn't. He didn't. Because he already knew he had fucked up. He had fucked up really bad. Everybody like, well, y'all talking about, she said Odie's name and basically that was, who the fuck is Odie? It's Obi. But see, the problem was our family started to pay attention, like, because the situation that happened with Obi was fucked up, and we knew it was some foul play. We been knowing it was some foul play. We just been trying to figure out what players was on the chessboard. You feel me? That's what we was trying to figure out. And my auntie been saying she felt like Shamarcus was on some bullshit. Now let's be real. Shamarcus and Obi been friends for a minute. Best friends, thick as thieves. Obi go get money, he brings Shamarcus. Shamarcus ain't have to worry about no bread when my cousin was alive. Cause when Obi rode, he brought Shamarcus. If he got paid, he brought Shamarcus and broke him off. But see, the problem is when you out here getting money, because my cousin wasn't no weak dude. When I tell you he was out here getting that bread, he was getting that bread. Okay, and it might have not have been legally.
This is crazy.
But he was getting that bread. And the crazy thing about it is the way he was set up, we kept saying, this got to be an inside situation because the stuff that these people knew didn't make sense.
So remember, again, let me reiterate here. Okay. Obi is the Frenchman's best friend, or was best friend. And the rumor that she's clearing up is that it was out here that he had set up Obi. And she's describing their relationship. She's describing how her cousin would basically put on the Frenchman to get money illegally. And they used to run with each other back in the day. But unfortunately, he was unalived. And the family always suspected it was because of the Frenchman, that he had crossed them in some type of way. And so now, because of this whole toxic relationship that they had online and how it all ended, the truth has came out because of Zaria in that live stream that she had. Or, well, the Frenchman's live stream where Zaria was on there exposing his deepest, darkest secret. And so the family, I'm assuming they've watched that live and they've now been able to probably piece things together just based off of that live and based off of the suspicion that they always had about him. But they're giving us more context, I guess, regarding the situation.
gotta be an inside situation. He knew this whole motherfucking time that he was a snake ass dude. He knew this. He knew if it ever came out that he was involved in that situation with my cousin Obi, that he was gonna have to give his ass to God. You understand that? Period. He knew this. He knew this. He knew this. So while he was up here pillow talking to Zaria, he ain't realized this whole time you been putting hands and feet on that girl. See, she called the wrong people. What she should have did is called my family and told us the real, but she was so afraid to say something. Because she knew if she said something, it was gonna go the way it was gonna go. This boy put hands and feet.
It didn't seem, I mean, I don't know. It was hard to take Zarya serious when it comes to all of this because she seemed to be smirking, kind of playing around, making it more casual than what it was. But this woman here is making it more serious. But it's two different energies. It's like she's so serious, and then Zaria was like very playful about it. I mean, she did put on her shoes, but if you're watching it from social media, you're probably not taking it that serious. So it doesn't seem like Zaria took it that serious, according to how she presented herself during that live. Like, she wasn't really taking it that serious. So I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why she never told the family, but she took it serious enough not to say nothing. So up until that live stream. So who knows? Who knows?
Feed on this girl for everything she did that he felt or deemed that was unacceptable. But he couldn't do that shit with my cousin around. Obi didn't play that putting your hands on female. He didn't play none of that. He didn't play none of that. He didn't play none of that. Ooh. And see, the more I think back, it started to make sense. It started to make a lot of sense. And my auntie said, don't get on there, True. Don't say nothing. Let it go. We got our justice. And I told my auntie, I said, no, motherfuckers need to know the real. They need to know how motherfucking snake down dirty Shamarcus was. And I don't give a fuck about your motherfucking family, your brothers, your cousins, your aunties, because they all can get it. So play with me if you want to. I meant that everything on my cousin's grave, they all can get it. So don't come over here with that bullshit when your motherfucking brother is a snake down dirty ass nigga. He know what he did to my cousin. He know. He know how he set my cousin up. Cause see, the shit that these motherfuckers knew, yeah, it was definitely an inside job. And Shamarcus bitch ass was right there the whole motherfucking time playing puppet master. He had all day.
You know what kills me about people in these lifestyles? They think they're friends. That's what be killing me. Like, who else was it? Like these fast lifestyles where you make fast money. It's like the people that are in these lifestyles are very delusional about how they have friends. There ain't no friends in the game. That's one thing I learned years ago. When you get into the fast money lifestyle, ain't no friends in the game. Ain't no friends in the game. Ain't no friends in the game. Even when it comes to Love Island, ain't no friends in the game. You stupid to think there's friends in the game. Soon as you think you got friends in the game, that's when your ass gets stabbed in the back. There ain't no friends where fast money is involved. There's never no friends. Like the strip club, like girls be thinking, oh, like Gorgeous Doll. She was killing me with that. So she's like, oh, my friend. Ain't no friends when it comes to making fast money like that. None. There's not. I don't know why. Girls are people. I don't get that. So it's like when you get crossed or when you get snaked, it's like it should be expected. It shouldn't be a surprise at all. It just shouldn't. And it's interesting how people be letting their guards down. But I'm like, you around other people that will get money any means necessary. Like they don't have any morals or principles. They don't have lines that they just don't cross when it comes to getting that money. So it's like you can't expect for people to be a friend to you in a in a culture or a space like that, you can expect for people to cross you. It's just a matter of when will the opportunity present itself for them to cross you for some money. That's what I'm not understanding when it comes to these conversations.
That's even short of my cousin's motherfucking funeral. You knew this shit was gonna come back tenfold. You knew it. You knew it. And see, what people don't realize about Zaria, everybody thought she was smiling, she was laughing. That girl would do that. She was nervous. She was scared. Every time he would do that, she automatically knew she had to put her hair up. She knew she had to throw some tennis shoes on so she could try to get up out the door, because this boy always was on that type of timing with her. I don't give a fuck that she was 6 feet tall. That didn't mean nothing. This is a man you fighting against. But see, he knew when she said Obi's name, it was gonna be a problem. Because why you bringing up Obi? What you mean with what happened with Obi? And see, I think she tried to play it off by saying Udi. She tried to play it off, and she knew if she would have said Obi, everybody in my family would have been like, ain't no motherfucking Udi. It's Obi. And see, God got a funny way of serving revenge cold, bro. It was better that he did it to himself. It was better. It was better. Because it was going to happen regardless. You can't go around and do that type of shit to people and think you safe on these streets. Family got some serious cold gangsters. I mean, like I said, moving silence type gangsters. Anybody going to call you on the phone? Anybody going to threaten you on the internet? We don't do that. This old.
Well, it ain't silent no more. She telling the whole family business. Y'all, I can't take people on social media. I cannot take them serious. I can't. You know, there are things in my life that in my past that I've done, crash out stories that I've been a part of that the internet will never know. Seriously, things I've done that I just wouldn't. I'm taking it to the grave. Hell, this shit I've done, I haven't told a soul. People just be talking too much nowadays, and I'm like, what's the motive? I don't understand. Are you getting a bag? Something? I hope you getting something to put all your business out here like this.
Old school shit right here. He knew he had what? Not too many options. Because see, if he would have went to jail and got locked up, he was gonna get it. He'd have been on these streets, he was gonna motherfucking get it. That's why that boy did what he did. That's why he did what he did. Because see, he ain't immune to going to jail. He did that plenty of times, been locked up plenty of times. Then put shoulders, feet, and toes on this girl plenty of times. Sad thing is, he wanted to make sure she didn't survive. That's why he never called the ambulance. That's why he never called the police. Sorry about that, my baby girl came in here. But I'm going to just say this like this to my family. I apologize if I offended anybody, but I had to speak up and say something because we're not going to play this game like it was a D.O. situation. No, this was a snake-ass nigga situation.
Offended? I just hope the feds are not watching. That's what I hope. Offended? She worried about offending her family. I mean, if there are real gangsters in your family, the feds are definitely watching. Because first of all, this is now the name that was dropped. You cleared it up that it's your cousin that is no longer with us. But you don't know what other stuff that man was linked to and how that may have, I don't know, given the right information to where they can connect the dots with some other criminal activity out here. That's why I'm just like, are people okay? It's crazy how people be having like a one-track mind, not thinking about all the nuances that would come with you coming out and speaking. And maybe that was the real reason your family didn't want you to come out and say nothing, was because they just want peace. This is crazy.
That's what it was. And he knew that he had to do what he had to do before something was done to him. So I'm wondering if some of y'all drinking that Florida water, you got to be. Because some of the comments is just outlandish. Or what? I can clearly tell that some of y'all don't have no birth steppers in y'all family. I can clearly tell y'all that. Because the video that I made was to basically clear up some of the things that was being said in reference to my cousin. Rest in peace. That was it. I wasn't coming on here to tell y'all exactly how he got set up. For what? What does that do? Like, y'all be asking the weirdest shit ever. How he got unalived. What? That's too much information. And I'm not putting that out here. My auntie clearly told me, be careful with what you say. Clarify what you need to clarify and keep it moving, and that's exactly what I did. Now, y'all want me to get into detail about how he got set up, what was he doing when he got set up. What? Huh?
Can y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all feel like this woman has said entirely too much? Put a 1 if you feel like she has. Put a 2 in the chat if you feel like, oh no, she didn't say nothing. Because like if your family got real steppers and gangsters and stuff like that, sis, like this is crazy. Like, girl, I want to understand her mindset. Now, I want to hear from her other people at this point, because I'm just like, huh? What? And even your auntie warned you? She warned you for a reason. You probably done put yourself in danger. This is crazy.
Didn't I just tell y'all we don't do all that talking? I came on here for one specific reason. Stop dragging my cousin's name through the dirt. Stop adding shit on him that don't belong on him. That's like you putting a body on somebody that didn't do the body. No. I wanted to make it very clear. But since my cousin's been gone for a good minute, when that girl brought up his name, Zaria, when she brought up his name, it made me just like, what? It made my auntie and everybody else in my family, why are you bringing up Obi? That was the point of the video. Because y'all was running with the wrong narrative. That's it. How it happened, where it happened, the details and specifics, look it up if you want to find out some information. But I'm not going to take...
Maybe the wrong narrative needed to continue on to hide things, sis. Like, I'm not even a criminal. I'm just a logical person. I'm very analytical, and it's just like, maybe, some things just need to be hidden. You know what I mean? Like, that's why when I hear rumors about myself, I don't be trying to clear them up because I'm just like, it gives me privacy. When people create rumors about you, it gives your real life privacy. People are talking about things that are not true, and they be focused on that. And so if they're focused on fake news, then they can't be focused on real news because they're too busy focused on the fake news. So it's like, give them that. Let them have that. But then you protect what's real over here. I do it all the time. That's why I'm just like, maybe OD is the name that needed to be out here on social media. Maybe the truth didn't need to come out on social media when it comes to the situation. Like, this is crazy. I was just like, okay. All right, sis.
There's no point for me to do that. That wasn't the point for me to come on here for. See, what y'all want me to do is to get on here and start talking too much and start snitching on people, and we don't do that, baby. Quit drinking that Florida water.
I think she already snitched.
Quit drinking that Florida water. It's got y'all gone. Real gone.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Got y'all gone. So, for y'all that don't know, they had a homecoming for Zaria. Yeah, nice balloon release. They also had a homecoming yesterday.
This could be enough information, like, for a Rico situation. Her family, real gangsters and all. This could be an enterprise that she just exposed. Does she know? Man, if your auntie said, don't say nothing, come on. She didn't just tell you that just because. I'm sure she probably wanted to come on here and clear things up. That's her son. But it's like, maybe this is crazy. Like, this is insane. I wouldn't have said nothing. And then you gotta apologize to your auntie through social media, girl.
Yesterday at 1 o'clock.
That is crazy.
For Mark, aka Shamarcus, and we just needed to make sure he was really in the ground. That's about all that was about. He got the easy way out, and I'm gonna keep saying he got the easy way out. For those of y'all that know, you know. But he already knew what it was going to be. A lot of y'all came here to my way. Your cousin been dead for a little minute. Why wasn't something done? Because we was not sure. See, let me explain to you. You don't just go out here and put shit on people. You don't go out here and assume shit. When you assume shit, you make an ass out of you, not me. Spell assume. Probably don't even know how to do it. Look it up if you can. But you don't go out here and just assume shit. We had a couple.
Now, you assuming that your cousin wasn't down low. If he has a secret lover, his secret lover may want to come out and clear that up. Maybe that was another reason your aunt didn't want you to speak out. I mean, you never know, right? You never know. That's why it is dry snitching, isn't it? That's why I'm just like, oh my God. See, these are the type of people I can't have around me. These be the type of people that record you after hours and you off the clock. Like, put your phone up. This is some stuff we supposed to do in the moment. We not supposed to record it so then it could be evidence later. Like, that's crazy. So then you could be exposed. That's insane.
Players that we figured probably had something to do with it. But now we know for sure. For sure. That's the difference. See, that's the difference when you young niggas, excuse my language, YNs, and you real gangsters. They don't go make assumptions. They want to know for sure. So when they come for you, they know they're coming for the right person. That's the difference. Y'all is slow. Some of y'all slow on this internet. Not to mention the ones y'all on here talking about, oh my God, I can't stand her nails. Y'all ain't never seen a real nail in your life. Y'all so busy paying them Koreans to do your nails, you don't know how to grow your own hair. Y'all ain't even got real hair coming out your head. It's gone-ish. My hair all the way down my back. Real hair. I'm a natural girly. Something you may not be familiar with. Try growing what God gave you. And you won't have so many damn dumbass questions. It's not a claw nail, baby. My nail curves. See that? My nail curves. Curves. It's a real nail. Curved. Real nail. Real. You see this? Real. Wouldn't know nothing about it. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about it because y'all slow. Y'all used to going to get them Koreans to do your shit. You're not used to real nails. You're not used to the real yellow color of your nail. You see that? That's a real fingernail right there. That's slow. Anyway. I was going to come on here and say a few other things. But after y'all started running with the dumbest shit ever, I said, what's the point? I made my point. I said what I had to say. Period. And for the one person that's talking about what DL means that it's down low, so you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't.
If it's because you don't know your family, don't mean I don't know mine.
Oh.
Check that, okay? We real over here. If you want to go suck and lick and do it. We don't discriminate. We real over here. But we keep it real with our family. We ain't got to keep it real with the streets. We're going to keep it real with our family. Like I said, my cousin was not DL. I stand on that. If whoever want to believe what they want to believe, baby, go ahead. Have a coke and smile and shut the fuck up. You heard me? And quit drinking that Florida water. Thank you for the picture. I greatly appreciate it. But sweetheart, let me tell you something. His brother should have took the time to stop him from putting hands and feet on Zarya. That's what he should have did. And he never tried, not one time. See, they thought this stuff was normal. It's not normal for somebody to put their hands and feet on you every time you do something that they don't like. Not to mention his brother was just laid to rest yesterday. Matter of fact, Zaria was laid to rest yesterday. They had a visitation for her on the 20th, had her homecoming on the 21st, had Marcus's homecoming on the 21st as well. It's crazy they both was deceased or unalive the same day and buried the same day. See, God got a funny way of showing you things. You understand that? And the crazy thing to me is he don't know my people like that. He don't. He just runs his mouth. Real talk. What he need to be focused on is dealing with the situations he need to deal with when it comes to his family. Okay? It's a baby out here now. Don't got a mother and don't got a father. That's what he need to be worried about. But while he posting all of that stuff up, never once did he come to my page and say not a damn thing. Make that make sense? Because he already know I ain't the one to play those games with. I ain't. We ain't never been no suckers over here and ain't nobody ever brought a lollipop. Okay? He can say what he want to say. But the real question is why didn't you do something to step in as a brother? You thought the shit was sweet. You thought it was acceptable.
And see, remember his brother was coming on social media defending him, saying that he was a good man and he was a good guy. And I'm just like, he put his hands on women. He was out here running in the streets. He was doing all of this stuff in the community, but somehow he was still a good man. It be blowing my mind. It really do. It be blowing my mind. So I'm trying to see what this photo was that she responded to. Hold on.
For a man to put hands, feet, shoulders, and toes on a woman. That's what you thought. And this crazy thing to me is Zarya, she kept going back and forth. She loved him. She should have been left this morning. I'm not trying to be funny. When he was locked up, and she ended up doing what she did. And I don't know if y'all know the story, but when she ended up sleeping with old boy, had a little boyfriend on the side, whatever. He come home. She didn't know he was coming home. Found her in the bed, doing what she do, having a little with old boy. He put hands and feet on that girl for hours. Hours. To the point she had to run up out the house naked to get to the police station. Because he done so much and this fool follow her. Then after he follow her and realized the police know they need to put hands, shoulders, knees, and toes, he take off. And the police got to go after you. What you pull up for, fool? But as a brother, in the Bible it says, I'm my brother's keeper. So why didn't you do something to keep your brother from making a disaster and a mistake that he just made? You knew your brother was a snake, and never once did you tell him the moves you making in the street gonna mess around and get you done up, bro. You ain't never tell him that. You ain't never try to do nothing to keep your brother out of jail. You ain't never tell him that. So don't go and get on the internet now crying, talking about how you miss him, how this and that. Don't do all that. Don't do all that, because when he was here, you wasn't in his life being beneficial. See, when it come to my brothers, I see him doing something wrong, I'm stepping up. I see him putting their hands on a female, I'm clocking it. We don't play them games over here. We real people. You understand that? And you putting your hands on a person, one day you're going to go too far. One day you're going to go too far. And for her, she felt like he was on here airing her out. And she had that clutch in the bag on it. She had that clutch. So she said, you know what? Let me throw this out and say, Hootie. Let me just throw it out there. Because he know if he keep talking on me, I got some shit to talk on him about. The problem was that she was playing the wrong game, baby. See, he talking about you sleeping with this dude and that dude. You talking about him setting somebody up. You talking about he fucked with the wrong family. You talking about him doing the wrong thing. See, when you went there, he already knew his days was numbered. He knew his time.
Okay, so her cousin has been unalived. Like, this happened 8 years ago. Okay, I just found that out in the comment section. So 2017 was when he was unalived. It seems as though she deleted the comment that she responded to because I can't find it. So I don't know what picture she responded to, but it's not on there anymore. So he's been gone for a minute.
Man was coming up. He knew that my family was not going to play them games with him, baby. He knew that. He knew that. That's why he kept that secret. But what he should have did is kept that motherfucking secret to himself. Because let me tell you something, the only person can tell on you is yourself when you don't run your motherfucking mouth. See, he thought, I can get on here and say whatever I want to say about her. She ain't gonna say nothing about me. At least not that. You playing a deadly game, baby. A deadly game. And I'm sorry to say, I don't feel sorry for his family, not one bit. People ask me, why'd you say rest in peace, baby? I meant rest.
Hold on. Why am I just realizing that this girl has 300,000 followers now? When I first got the videos off her page, she did not have these many followers. I think she only had like a few thousand followers, maybe. This is crazy. That's all I gotta say. This is crazy.
Rest in peace. I don't give about his family, what they going through, how they feel, period. At 1 o'clock yesterday, we was just trying to make sure he was asleep. Making sure he was real asleep. That's what we was trying to make sure. For real, for real. The only beautiful ceremony was Zarya's. Period. The balloon release, that was the only beautiful thing. But like I said, they both unalived the same day, buried the same day. Different churches, stuff like that. But it's crazy, same day. God got a funny way of putting stuff in you, putting information in there. Mind you, this girl knew that it was a matter of time before this boy took her from her kids. She could feel it. She had already left that day. Dropped the baby off at the babysitter. She had already left that day. Why did you come back? Why did you come back? And then playing this game with him, going back and forth. Baby, somebody tell you they're going to do it till you believe them. Believe them. Somebody tell you they're going to put you under, baby, believe them. Because you ain't got to tell me twice. You ain't got to tell me twice. You ain't got to do it. You tell me one time you're going to do it to me, baby. I'm strapped up, cocked and ready to go. I got 16 friends that'll let you know. You understand that? The problem is we as people think everything is a joke, it's a game. And in life, motherfuckers will tell you exactly who they is. They will show you who they is. Point blank and simple, she knew what this boy did to my cousin. She should have left him alone because a motherfucker that'll set up his best friend. A motherfucker that'll set up the nigga that's putting money in his pocket. Helping you and your family eat. That same motherfucker do the same to you. See, sometimes you laying next to the enemy and don't even know. But you gotta listen to what a man tell you. You gotta listen to what a female tell you. If you what she say, I'll cut your throat. Believe it. Believe it. That's the problem with people. They think everybody joking and playing. Oh, he love me. Oh, she love me. Love will get you caught up in the wrong way, baby, and take you from the people that really do love and care about you. Real stuff. Real stuff. His brother, he was a weak ass bitch. I said what I said. Because a real brother would have got his brother in check. For real, for real. I mean that on everything I love. He can post up say whatever he want to say. Don't mean shit to me. I know who my cousin is. I know who my cousin was. And at the end of the day, his words don't penetrate over here. Not a damn thing. He's a weak ass dude, like I said, and I'm gonna keep standing on that. Period. May him and his family be what it is. And may his brother rest in peace.
All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to a coworker that is speaking out on social media when it comes to Zaria.
Seeing the man that unalived his wife and unalived himself afterwards. I used to work with the girl Zaria at Hyundai. So rest in peace to both people. This is sad, but personally, I do not feel like that man meant to kill that woman. And the reason why I say that is because she was found unconscious. She wasn't stabbed, she wasn't shot, or none of that. This is a known event. And that was the talk of the warehouse, them fighting, they toxic relationship. She thought it was cute. And that's what people do. They think shit like that is cute until it go too far. So y'all, they been fighting. They been doing that. They been posting that shit, going live, and people was going in on her best friend. The best friend said it in the status. If y'all know Zarya, y'all know Zarya like alive. In the live, what she saying? What they saying in the comments? What they saying in the comments? This is unfortunate. It's sad, but this could have been prevented. That man is at the lowest point in his life, and a person is belittling somebody, antagonizing them, kicking them while they down. As an abuse survivor, if I'm afraid,
I know she's not about to defend this man. I know she not. Because let's not forget, in the live stream, he put her business out here when it came to her sexual health. Okay? Let's not forget, they both thought it was cute. They both thought it was funny. They both thought it was entertaining. If they both didn't think this way, then the live stream would have never happened. He could have ended that live. He was the one on the live. She was in the back. So they both was out here thinking that it was entertaining. And he really thought it was entertaining. The more he was talking about how she had herpes and then telling all her business regarding who she been with, sleeping with, when he was messing around on her too. So the whole, I'm just like, wait a minute. And then y'all, if y'all go under this video, you got a bunch of women in the comments like, finally a woman keeping it real, And it's just like, to me, I just don't understand why social media is obsessed with choosing a side. Some couples are toxic and it's equal. Like, there's no, this man is more toxic than the woman, or the woman is more toxic than the man. Sometimes it's just both parties. That's what made the relationship toxic. I don't understand that. He thought it was entertaining. She thought the shit was funny and cute. It is what it is. It was a duo. They was in it together.
of my abuser, I'm not going to do that. So this particular time, y'all always fight, and she said, let me put my shoes on, let me get ready. Y'all live for this. Y'all live for people telling y'all need y'all on TV show, da-da-da-da. This time, this man is at the lowest point in his life. That's it. He just so happened to knock the girl out, and she never got back up.
How did we not know that she wasn't at the lowest point of her life? She was on social media fearing for her life, fearing that her kids were not safe. That sounds pretty low to me. It's clear that they were both at a low point in their life. Clearly. That's what made the relationship so toxic.
That's why I feel like he truly did not mean to kill that girl. He didn't stab her. He didn't shoot her. They fighting like they normally do. The shit just went too far. The girl was found unconscious. Once you're unconscious for after a certain amount of minutes, I don't know, I think it's like 7 to 10 minutes, that's it. And so everybody...
These are the women that walk among us. These are the women that walk among us. Wow. Like, a woman can lose her life. And the whole situation, all of the blame goes to the woman.
Bashing the man, trying to make the man look like a bad person. He got some fucked up ways, but y'all knew that already. Like the girls...
How can you say in the same sentence, he got some fucked up ways, but What?
You know everything about this man. You knew this before, but you chose to stay and embarrass him and kick him and humiliate him.
Oh my goodness.
And you the big dog and you the boss, and you know, and she not no small girl. That's a big. That she taller than him and she was bigger than him. So, you know what I'm saying? You trying to be a threat to a man. Men don't handle shit the way women do. Women go somebody, they gonna click out. And as an abuse survivor, like I said,
as tall as she was, it didn't seem like he was threatened by her at all. Like, at all. He didn't seem threatened by her at all. She feared him. It was clear, which was why she was more at the mouth, which most women are because they can't beat a man's ass. So they're going to pop off at the mouth. And that's what happened. So her mouth, if anything, was violent. Okay, his hands and his feet were violent. Her mouth was violent and reckless. Okay, so mouth, hands, and feet. Those are two totally different things. Violent, but they're two totally different things. So one can unalive, hands and feet can unalive. Reckless at the mouth does not do that. Okay, violent at the mouth does not do that. So violent maybe emotionally and mentally at the mouth, physically violent with the hands and the feet. So like I said, I feel like it takes two. It takes two to tango in this situation. It does. It takes, and I hope men and women are learning from this. Like, ladies, watch your mouth. I'm gonna tell you that because it's smart. It's smart. You don't know how a man is gonna respond, and then a lot of these men. Like I said, that one lady from Houston where she was being catcalled and she didn't want to entertain the man and she had got real nasty with him. That shit's dangerous because these men don't have any emotional control nowadays. And they've always been more emotional than us because if they weren't, they wouldn't be so violent. Okay, we're not the ones out here committing crimes at the rates that men are. Okay, so they are more emotional. They are more violent. So you got to know what you're dealing with. You got to know what you're dealing with. But him putting his hands on her, he took it way too far. Did she take it far with the mouth? Yes, but he took it further. He took it further to the point where she's not here anymore. To the point where the mother of his children, his children don't even have, his daughter does not have a mother. Like, he took it too far. She took it too far, but he took it way too far. So I just don't understand, like, this social media, this man versus woman, it just lacks accountability on both sides. And that's where I stand with all of this. Because what is she talking about?
If I'm afraid of somebody that's abusing me, my life is possibly in danger. They was going in on the best friend. The best friend even said it. Y'all know Zaria like a lie. Why nobody took her last status serious? If she was so afraid for her life. Nobody took that shit serious because they know people be wanting attention on the internet until it goes too far, and that's all this was. Getting my link back went too far. Attention seeking, whether it's negative or positive, the shit just went too far. That's it. And people that's why.
She's right, but it's on both sides, both parties, both man and woman took it too far. So the lesson in all of this is how a man can take it too far and how a woman can take it too far. The lesson in all of this isn't that the woman was the only one that took it too far. They both were taking it too far. They were both reckless in their behavior, in their communication. They were both reckless. And see, he was matching her with the recklessness with the mouth, but then he took it further by putting his hands and his feet on her. Because he was reckless at the mouth too, putting her business out here on social media about her sexual health. That wasn't right. So they were both wrong to me. They were both reckless at the mouth to me as well. It wasn't just her.
I say people be doing shit, they don't know what they be doing. Just like if you go down my page 5 months ago and I said I love when bitches stay.
And then I also want to say this. When they were on live, she was getting amped up with that friend that she had. And I'm using friend loosely. She was getting amped up with the friend and he was getting amped up with the alcohol. So they had cheerleaders the woman on the phone, and then the alcohol. So again, it's like the nuances when it comes to this situation, the accountability falls on both parties. I just don't see how it's one or the other, because it just seems like things escalated when the friend got on the phone. And I just wonder how the friend feels now, today, knowing that those were the last moments that she was going to speak to her friend, and how she didn't even take the situation serious. She has to live with that guilt. And I think that's the only one that probably has some guilt in the situation is her friend, if she really was a real friend. And if she really was a real friend, then she probably does feel guilty. Because it just seems like when she got on the phone, things just got way worse.
Think they could bully me at work. That shit don't never go how they think it's gonna go. And then that's when I drop my song. Y'all do the math to put 2 and 2 together. People be doing shit, trying to bully shit, trying to provoke shit, trying to antagonize shit, and then y'all like to play the victim when shit happens. I got empathy for them kids, and that's it, because this could have been prevented. I am so sorry this happened. Rest in peace, but you know what I'm saying? We gotta be real. We gotta be real about shit. And stop always, oh, nobody like deserted. We know that. We know.
And this was a coworker of hers. That's why I be telling y'all about them coworkers. That's why I be telling y'all, watch your back at your job, because this is crazy. Like, you knew the girl. You like, I don't have no sympathy for no one but them kids. And you knew her personally? That's crazy to me. Okay.
Know that. That's why you're supposed to carry yourself a certain way to make sure that you make it to live another day. To make sure that your kids got you another day the way that you said that they needed you. You know what I'm saying?
No, we
People
don't.
be looking for shit, and sometimes they get exactly what they're looking for. This is the last video I'm gonna make about the situation. More people seeing part 2 than they seeing part 1, so everybody think I'm defending the Frenchman. They think I am justifying a murder, which I'm not. I have critical thinking abilities to see all sides of a situation. On top of that, I'm a spiritual seer and a psychologist. I study human behavior. All I am pointing out and highlighting is...
Oh my goodness. So why didn't you not give a nuanced response? Because it was definitely given. I came on here to defend the Frenchman, and I don't like Zaria, which is why I don't have, you literally said I don't have any sympathy for her. So if you have no sympathy for the victim that was unalived, and you have more sympathy for the one that unalived her, what are people supposed to think?
Is the cause and effect of situations that we choose in life, and how fast shit can change in a blink of an eye. We already knew the nature of the man. We knew he was a woman beater. We knew he was an abuser. We knew he was violent. We knew he was emotional. We knew all of this bad shit about him. It was bad when he did it the first time. It was bad when he did it the second time. It was bad when he did it the third time. It was bad when he did it the fourth time.
I get what she's saying. Right? I get what she's saying. Oh, you know who you dealing with. You know the type of man that you're dealing with. I already talked about that in my last live stream. But my issue is you're not addressing his wrongs at all. You're normalizing it and you're accepting it as well, just by the way you're talking about it. It's almost like his behavior is okay, so let me put it all on the woman. And it's like they were both wrong. They were both wrong. I don't care if he was that way. He could have been that way at birth. It was still dead ass wrong. It was still dead ass wrong. Like, I don't get that. Even the brother did that shit. And I be noticing that in the black community, a black man can be so destructive in his own community, can poison his community, can create violence in his community, can create babies and broken homes in the community, but somehow the community still sees him as a good man, and he ain't did shit for the community. He didn't do nothing but cause issues, chaos, drama. What good did he do? I just don't understand that. Like, I don't get that. I don't get that. And then my frustration is women choose to procreate with these type of men. We don't need any more juniors like him running around in the community. The hell? We don't need no more juniors. We don't. When they act like this and that's all they bring to the community, why would you create a baby with somebody like that? I just don't get it. I don't understand.
It was bad when he did it the fifth time. It was always bad. And now here we are. So when I said I don't think that he meant to unalive her, what I'm saying is that these people already admitted to voodoo and love spells, witchcraft, all in the mix of this. So yes, that's what he's saying out his mouth. That's what them demons saying. Yes, that's what they're saying. But the man that she was married to,
but where's the accountability for the fact that he went and put a love spell on her, allegedly? He was out here doing all type of stuff. It's amazing how she just skips over all of that and it gets to the woman. How? Like, how can you skip the man in the situation and just put all your focus on the woman? Cause and effect started with the love spell, right? Cause and effect, like you just said. But I'm just so smart, and I'm this and I'm that. Okay, well, the cause and effect started when he went to that lady and he decided to do a love spell on their relationship or on her. I don't like what. That's why I'm like, male-centered women are so interesting to me. Like, male-identified women scare me because oftentimes when they're in abusive relationships or when they are in relationships with men, they are last in their relationship. That man is first. Always first. They're always last. So it's just crazy how she just keeps jumping to the woman when it comes to accountability. But then I'm sure if it was something else, like the reason why Zaria was acting this way, she probably wouldn't even acknowledge that at all. Because we don't even know if this is just simply reactive abuse. We don't. Maybe this was her way of coping with the situation. We don't know. But to just put all the blame on the woman is insane. Like, we watched that live. They were both toxic. They were toxic as hell. Both of them. From the communication style, from the relationship dynamic, from it's clear Zarya had resentment towards him because of finances. It's clear that they both had resentment towards each other because they was cheating on each other. I mean, they were a mess. The both of them. They were truly a mess. She was reckless at the mouth. He was reckless at the mouth. He still took it too far. Period. Way too far. To the point where he unalived her and then turned around and unalived himself. That's taking it entirely too far.
Had a child by, I don't think that he meant to unalive her. This was a repeated occurrence for them. Like, this was nothing new. That's why I said what I said. I don't think that he really just watched spiritual warfare, love spells, and witchcraft play out in real time. That's it. If you did not watch all three of those lives yourself, if you don't know the people and if you don't know the story of what's going on, your comments are not valid. We are speaking on real life. Y'all getting y'all feelings because somebody is not here anymore. I watched my grandmother take her last breath in front of me. So how y'all feel about that type of stuff? I don't feel that way about that type of stuff. I'm not gonna get all in my feelings and come over here playing no woe is me card about a situation.
You know what be killing me about people on social media? They be getting mad at us because we calling them out on bullshit that they said. No, and then they inserted themselves. Like, nobody asked you for this shit. You decided to insert yourself. And now you mad that people are just like, girl, you sound crazy as hell. Then you want to talk about this cause and effect in life. And you know that this man put a love spell on her. That's the cause and effect. But let me just be blind to that. I'm going to be completely delusional. And I'm going to just skip over the fact that he did that love spell. And I'm going to just get right on the fact that the way she was acting and how she was joking around and playing around and all of this stuff. How do we not know that wasn't the spell? Cause and effect? This is crazy.
That could have been prevented. I see kids that really need help out here. For people that are really struggling.
This is crazy.
Y'all make a mockery out of mental health until mental health is in the room with us. And then it's, oh my God. Stop always thinking shit is a game, bro. All that, pick me. Pick by who? I've been chose my whole life. Pick by who? This is just some real life shit that people don't be wanting to talk about.
Oh my God, y'all, that almost scared the shit out of me. Oh, that must be the end of it. I guess that's the end of it, y'all. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna take some calls. Let me take some calls. and see what y'all have to say, because this is above me. This is above me. Call in. Let me see what I just want to hear what you think, because at this point, I don't have it. I'm just like, girl, it's just two women that are just very questionable in their way of thinking. Woo! Woo! And then these are the type of women that be visiting us on this platform. So please, if you think they're tuning in right now, come up here and give them some advice. Give them some game, because they gonna need it, because I really don't have it in me. And I think the aunt, just going back to the cousin, the aunt told her that for a reason. That man been dead for 8 years, girl. And so it came up that now the man that they were always suspicious of, and the truth came out. It's like, the vengeance is there. You don't need to come online and say anything else. It's done. What's done is done. It's over. Wrap it up. I just don't understand why she inserted herself. And then this lady, the coworker. It's crazy. Y'all be surprised how I be mentoring people about coworkers at their job. I be mentoring the girls about their coworkers all the time, because it be messy. The coworkers be messy as hell. Hey, Panda. Hold on, let me see. Hello. Hold on. Before you start, make sure you put me on mute, because we can hear you. Like, there's like a echo. Hold on, let me make sure it's not me. Okay, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, okay. It's like
Okay, is it still echoing? Can you hear me?
Yes, okay. Yeah, there's an echo in the back. Do you have me playing in the back?
Oh, yes, I do. Okay, hold on. Let me turn that down. Okay, there we go. It
Okay.
was just very confusing. I'm like, oh, wait, no, she's on my phone.
Okay.
First, I want to say, awesome. I just love your channel. I can't believe I'm up here talking right now in front of all these people, but I just want to say that. And that this situation, when I was literally watching the live, I was watching it on another reactor. Her name is Jess Casenbrand. I don't know if anyone heard of her. She's new though, but she's part of the spiritual journey and all that, and a good woman to look up to and all that.
Okay.
So she was watching the. I'm like talk. I talk really fast when I'm like super excited, so I do apologize. So I hope everyone can understand me. But she also talked about the topic and everything, and she had played the whole live, like a part of it, obviously got cut off, but
Mhm.
during towards the end, when she started, the girl, Duchess, I don't know how to pronounce her first name, so I don't want to butcher it up, but when she was telling her story and her side, you can literally hear the dog, like the energy. I felt the energy through the
Yeah.
stream. You
Hi.
can literally hear the dog stop barking.
Wait, Panda, are you saying
And
Zarya has a lot?
no, when he was on his live.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I don't know if you were talking. It was like butchering.
Oh, no. So it was just his live. She didn't have a separate live, right?
No, she did not. Her friend encouraged her though to go on live, but I don't know
But
why she didn't.
okay. Because I was just trying
Yeah.
to, but I guess you were referring to the reaction that you watched, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. But go ahead, continue.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So boom. So when she was explaining her side, and he went away, you can hear some things in the background. If you hear very close, you can hear a gun in the back when the dog
Oh,
stopped barking, and that's
really?
when I got scared.
Really?
Yes, that's when I got super scared because I'm just like, why the dog stop barking? Because the animals fell before us. So the
Mhm.
dog was probably looking at him crazy, but she was too busy trying to pit her side and do tit for tat. That just bothered me so much. I'm just like, she could have literally. I would have been putting my shoes on and then walking out the door.
But
That's me,
it was the way the dog,
But
I don't know. It was the way the dog was barking, where it was just like the tension was it was very strong in that room, to the where
or
the
I don't know if it
dog
kicked me
seemed
out.
very paranoid. I guess that was the best way to kind of explain the dog's behavior. The bark was giving, I'm paranoid, like I'm scared.
Oh
The
my
dog
gosh, it's messing up. No.
Oh, you can't hear? Panda, are you still there?
Sorry, Yanni, but I cannot hear you at all.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, thank you for coming up here and sharing.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you for having me up.
You too. Thank you. Because I'm like, the connection's bad. I'm like, is it me? Did anyone else want to come up here and add anything to the live? Let me know. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I just like to hear from you sometimes. I'm up here talking. I mean, I don't mind talking. As you can see, I like to talk, but I would like to hear from you sometime. Well, that's all that I have. I will be back to give you the Love Island that y'all have been waiting for. Honestly, like y'all low key have made me a fan of Love Island. Like this is the best reality show that I've watched in a while because with Love is Blind, I be falling asleep. I really do. I be like, oh shoot, damn, now I gotta rewind it. But with this, y'all obsessed. I was so obsessed. I'm like out watching, like, oh my God, I gotta watch the next episode. Seriously, it's really that good. Hold on, Nash. Let me add you. Hey, Nash.
Hi, can you hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you. Lovely. Oh, wait, we lost you.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, you've muted yourself. I'm assuming for a reason, so I'm gonna just be patient. It's good. Like I'm shocked. I think
Okay,
the
am I back on?
Oh, yes, yes. I think the reason why I like it is because it's kind of competitive, makes it entertaining. But go ahead, Nash. What did you want to add to this situation and story with Zaria and the Frenchman?
Literally, this situation literally reminded me and literally reminded me of a situation I was in like maybe early this year or late this year.
Really? Like love spelling
Yeah, no, one of my friends, let's just say I was the bad friend in the
Ooh,
situation.
ooh, tell
So
more.
literally, one of my friends, she was messing, not even messing, they were sleeping around to each other with this, she was sleeping around with this dude. She was
Mm-hmm.
really obsessed with this dude. And basically, the dude's friend in his friend group had screenshotted a photo of her and threatened her, calling her all types of hoes, this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
To me, at the time when he had said that, I'm like, girl, you need to retaliate. So
Mm-hmm.
literally what I did was I had her screenshot a photo of him and say all this stuff on social media. And to make matters worse, he was threatened to actually kill her through text and everything. And it was literally in a group chat with other people.
Oh my God. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. So where did he post her photo? Was he just threatening her through text to put it out there?
No, the thing is, honestly, with her, I ended up falling out with her. So it's like I still truly don't know the full story because I found out later that she's not too much of a good friend herself. But from what she had told me was that they started arguing through a group chat, and through the group chat, he started saying, "I'm gonna kill you," this, that, and the third, all this other stuff. And I'm like, yo, you can't take that. Like you straight up, you can't take that. So I'm like, okay, like love, you need to retaliate. And so I literally, it was me. I had her screenshot the photos of these dudes and his friends, and I had her write comments about them on social media and put it back, and like put it back on her story.
So this all started in a group chat and then you advised her to take it to social media?
Yes, ma'am, because he took it to social media.
Oh, because he took it to social media first?
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh. And so how did this all end?
Okay, this is where I realized with her there's a bit of an issue.
Mm.
What happened was the guy she was sleeping with at the time, he literally called her, and I don't know what he said because at the time I didn't hear the conversation, but after he spoke to her, she said, "Oh, I'm gonna take everything off of social media. I shouldn't have done this, that, and the third." And I'm just like, ugh.
And why did she feel like she shouldn't have done it? Because
The thing is, at the time, I think, I don't even know at the time, because I honestly, we fell out 3 days after my birthday dinner, but she's really attached to like the dude she always messed with. It's just really an attachment thing. And I guess at the time she just really felt she needed to listen to him. I don't even know.
So she felt bad because, of course, when your emotions are high, you tend not to think clearly. And so after her emotions probably calmed down, she felt guilty and she felt bad. Is that
Yes.
okay? Okay. So what did we learn?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you're sharing this story with a purpose.
Yes, I learned, especially after this situation, I've learned that in a situation like this, you just really need to just tell the person, like, you got to be careful,
Mhm.
document all this stuff, and, like, yeah,
Take it more
I'm
serious.
take it more serious because what would have happened? Because truly and really, this, like, her, like, even the girl I'm talking about, her mom throws parties every so often. So it's like everyone knows where she lives. So I just know now to take situations like this way more serious.
Well, thank you for sharing that. So what happened with the friend? Why did y'all fall out?
Okay, so let me just point out, like, right now I'm 19, so what I'm about to say is gonna be really dumb.
Oh, you're
We
nice.
literally, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We
It's all right. I'm glad you
we
learned
fell
that
out.
without anything bad happened, like anything serious happening. Like I'm glad you learned that. But yeah, these men now, you just never know. You never know.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
best for you to be careful. And I get it. We women have egos too, and we be wanting
Hmm.
to clap back and we be wanting to, get our lick back and stuff like that. But sometimes it's just not the smart thing to do because you don't know how a man is gonna respond. You really don't.
Yes,
But what
but
happened with the friend and the falling out and the birthday dinner?
so 3 days after my birthday dinner, I was on a FaceTime call
Mm-hmm.
with the girl. Let's give her a name. Let's just okay. So let's say okay. So let's give them names to make this easier. Tinky Winky and Popo.
Tinky,
Winky and Popo.
Tinky Winky.
So
Oh,
So me and Tinky Winky and Popo were talking about like celebrity news and stuff. And long story short, we kind of fell out over Nicki Minaj. This is just so Yanni. This is just so teenage
y'all
stuff.
young though. It's okay. Okay, Tinky Winky and was it Pepe? Pope?
And Popo. So basically, Tinky Winky, even though I was going off on them because I'm a diehard Nicki fan, even though I was going off on Tinky Winky, I was going off on both Tinky Winky and Popo. Tinky Winky felt like I was going off specifically on her, and quote unquote, she didn't like the tone of my voice. So after that, she decided not to talk to me anymore. And then I guess for Popo, she felt like I don't want to be in between y'all. So like all three of us just fell out.
Y'all all three went y'all separate ways?
Yes, ma'am.
Over Nicki Minaj?
Yes, ma'am. And I can't make this up.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy. So that's crazy. But well, I'm assuming you're on your way to college?
Yes, ma'am.
But you be a Nicki fan, girl, you better be because Nicki don't play about school. She
Yes,
don't.
ma'am. I'm gonna be transferring to university this fall.
Okay, so you'll make some new friends. You learn some really good lessons with friends. You've learned some really good lessons with, men and not advising women to do reckless things because you don't know if you're like really truly putting their lives in danger. So you learned that.
Yes.
But when you go off to college, be open to making some new friends. I'm sorry that y'all had that falling out over Nicki Minaj. That's crazy. Do
Yeah.
you miss them?
At times, yes, but it's like if you're not willing to keep a relationship, then why should I care? Sometimes you just gotta move on.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. Well, thank you for coming up here and sharing.
You welcome.
You,
Thank you.
you're welcome. You enjoy the rest of your night.
You too.
Nikki, I think Nikki was calling, but I couldn't answer. I couldn't even put you on hold. The way this system is set up, I can't put anyone on hold. So when you call and you get through, like you're just gonna have to keep calling or hanging on, I guess, until I can answer because it won't allow me to put you on hold and like put you to the side. I don't think. I need to go look. Let me go look. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. Maybe it's the user, it's not the system, because sometimes it really do be me sometimes. But thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for coming up here and sharing that story with us, Nash. And I wish you well. And then I'll be back for my Love Island review, but I don't want to waste y'all's time because I'm about to be tuning in with y'all tonight. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's night. Please give the video a thumbs up and I'll catch you in my next one.